Somebody pregnant, somebody else at the brunch called everybody in Jackson, Mississippi broke. Ooh, let's get into it, y'all. Welcome back, my tea sippers. I am so excited to have y'all. I have missed you guys. So real quick, before I get into it, I have to tell y'all, I damaged my phone. I dropped my phone in vinegar, y'all. Don't even ask, okay? And so y'all haven't seen me upload in about 2 weeks because I couldn't access any of my accounts, y'all. They was giving me the hardest time. I swear they did not want me to get this YouTube popping because no matter what I tried, I couldn't get into my YouTube channel. And the only place I could access it was my laptop, but I tried to do a vlog on my laptop and the quality was just absolutely terrible. And I only want to give y'all the best quality. So I said, you know what? I'm going to just wait until my new phone come in the mail, y'all. So my apologies for the delay, but I'm back and we better than ever. And you know what? This is the perfect time to get back into it because we got the perfect show for y'all today, okay? I'm going over all the receipts. So let's start with this boss brunch. So as y'all know, Letitia likes to host brunches, and she likes to call herself the queen of boss brunches or boss women empowerment brunches. So apparently that's what she does, and that's been her storyline thus far. She held a local boss brunch, and it was a nice little turnout. The cameras were full in effect, and y'all got y'all tea, y'all got y'all wine, y'all got y'all water of choice. Because, baby, it was a hot mess. So Latrice was one of the panelists, and Latrice had one too many. You know, as Latrice was stating, she was a little nervous, so she had a couple of drinks just to loosen her up a little bit. And she made a statement somewhere along the lines of, who wants to work a effing 9 to 5? And that really offended Letitia and some of the other panelists and obviously some people in the room. I get where she was going, but you have to be mindful of the audience that you're talking to, because the audience that she was talking to was 9 to 5ers and they were trying to figure out how to become bosses. Also, a lot of people do want to work a 9 to 5. Not everybody is meant to be a boss. That's why you have employees. And even with you, Latrice, you own businesses, so you have to have people work for you. Eventually, you're going to have people work for you if you don't have them already. But you do. She do have people working for her. So I do think that comment was a little insensitive. I get where she was going, and I know exactly what she meant, but you just have to be mindful of the way that you word things. It wasn't really that big of a deal to me because I understood where she was coming from, and I knew that she had one too many to drink, so if she was sober, she probably wouldn't have said it like that. I don't think she meant no harm whatsoever. I didn't, take offense to it. I'm not a 9 to 5er. I am an entrepreneur, but still, I just still didn't take offense to it because I knew that she wasn't coming with malice. I do think that they kind of dragged that a little bit just, for a storyline. But then this other panelist that Letitia had up there, she was just a hot mess. She went on there and she said, she's closing, multi-million dollar deals and homes and stuff like that. And one of the things she said, not everybody wants to spend $400,000 on a house. I don't even think they make houses in Jackson, Mississippi for $400,000. And y'all, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall because you just immediately heard the audience. They was just like, what? Like, did she just call us broke? What's going on? At that point, the whole mood, the whole vibe just kind of changed because once again, you have another panelist who doesn't know the audience that she's speaking to. Why would you come to somebody's hometown to speak to them, to insult them? You saying they don't make $400,000 homes in Jackson just shows that, for one, you haven't done your research about the city that you're in, and for two, you don't know your audience, and three, you really don't know what you're doing as a businesswoman. You don't know your demographics. That's terrible. So they had to have So Gucci come up and clarify things. Y'all know So Gucci is self-proclaiming herself as one of the best realtors in the city. So Gucci comes up from the audience and she takes over the mic, y'all. So Gucci was in the audience. She was not a panelist. She comes in and she takes over the mic to try to kind of save the day. And she lets the panelists know, she lets the young lady know, like, no, we have multi-million-dollar homes in our city, okay? We ain't broke. Now, let me tell y'all what I personally think about the brunch and why I said it was a hot mess. Because some of the comments they made, how they were telling people to just take 30% of your paycheck or 30% of your income and invest it. Do y'all not see that we in a recession? Do y'all not know what's going on? See, sometimes I think the problem with entrepreneurs is, especially successful people, you kind of lose touch with reality. Like, y'all don't know what's going on in the real world. Y'all don't understand the finances of the real world because you've, like, you know, you're out of that tax bracket. So those are not things that you have to worry about. But the country is not doing well right now. You know, so it's easy for y'all to say take 30% of your income. But, like, baby, people is barely making it out here, barely being able to pay bills. So, number one, I thought that was, you know, just trash advice, something that anybody could have told them. It wasn't personalized, which brings me to my next point. These women empowerment brunches, these boss brunches, it's good in theory. It's a good concept, and if executed well, it could do really well. It sounds good, but what I want people to do is start bringing dedicated panelists who are focusing on one area, and then you need to let your audience know what that particular brunch is going to be about that day, because you can't have a salon owner on a panel telling people how to get into real estate or speaking to people who want to get into real estate. You can't have an Airbnb host up there speaking to an audience who only wants to sell hair care products. You really got to know your audience, and then you have to be able to speak to them directly so they can really leave with some, you know, valuable, knowledgeable information. Because a lot of the things that they were saying up there on that panel is like memes that you can read on Instagram. If I wanted to hear broad, general information, I could hop on Instagram. We have that type of information on social media all day, every day. People are supposed to leave those type of brunches with some type of information valuable enough to be able to start their career and be successful. I can't tell y'all how many classes I paid for in the past, just wasting money, really, for people who were claiming to be coaches or, you know, business coaches, and then they were just giving broad general information, you know, reading from a PowerPoint or reading from index cards. And it's like, man, keep it real with me. Tell me what your exact story was. How did you do this? How did you go from A to Z? We don't need to hear, you know, what you think is going to sound good and look good on paper. And that's why I wouldn't attend any more of those type of events, because there's just too much broad information. Y'all really need to, like, knuckle down and, like, go sit at the table with the girls. You feel me? Like, really talk to them. Moving right along, y'all, a special congratulations are in order to Latrice. Her edge control will now be sold nationwide, y'all. I think she said that it will be sold in over 120 locations. So that is major. That is major. These are the type of boss moves that I love to see on these shows. And y'all know I've said it time and time again. I love a little bit of drama here and there, but I'm really here to see the success stories. Like, yeah, the drama is going to pull the viewers in, but at the end of the day, what I really want to see is black women climbing the ladder and showing the younger black women that if I did it, you can do it too. So she is a real success story. I love this. I love the fact that they allowed this to be highlighted, because sometimes the drama can overshadow the real success. And you really be sitting at the camera wondering, like, okay, what are y'all ladies really doing behind the scenes? And this just shows that she is really putting in that work behind the scenes. You can't fake something like this. This is real success, honey. So congratulations to her. I believe she started off with, like, her hair vending machines, and she just continually, worked her way up. And I don't believe this young lady is going to be stopping anytime soon. So that was her grand announcement. It was not a pregnancy announcement like everybody thought. Congratulations to her. Moving right along, let's get on So Gucci. Miss So Gucci herself. Now, you know I'm about to get on you because for you to self-proclaim yourself as one of the best realtors in the city, when are you selling homes, babe? I haven't seen you doing anything at all. And it's crazy because I'm starting to realize why Latrice didn't choose you. That's why Latrice chose not to do business with you, because upon further research, you just got your real estate license a few years ago during the pandemic. And nobody has really known you to close any deals on any homes. So this kind of is starting to sound like a storyline. On top of the storyline that you've been using this made up beef between you and Selena. And it's really disappointing because I heard that, we all saw that you're pressing charges on Selena. That's BS, and you know it. How you gonna press charges on her when you ran up on her? You said you was bout it. So why would you run up on somebody and then press charges when they jump? I mean, if you ask me, you keep saying that you got set up, but it sounds like you the one that set the whole thing up. Because why are you asking somebody to hit you and then when you get what you asking for, now you pressing charges? I don't rock with that. I think this is all a distraction because she knows that Selena was probably about to land a spot on the show, if Selena even wanted the spot, to be clear. But we know what was going to happen next, and this is her way of keeping Selena out of the spotlight. Obviously, the producers are not going to have them two around each other if there's some ongoing charges. This is absolutely terrible. That just lets me know that you don't care about your stepdaughters either to even do their mom like that over something that you started. Come on now, get it together. I don't think them charges going to stick, though. You can't just run up and then play victim. And it's so sad that you've been using this woman as a storyline the whole time. And now that she becomes an actual part of the storyline, you got a problem. But congrats to Sanjay Williams, who's out here actually selling homes. Okay? Now, that's the irony of it. Sanjay out here young and killing it. She really out here selling homes and doing her thing. And you just out here using this whole real estate agent as a storyline, and we ain't seen you making no motion. I know that gotta sting. I know that gotta hurt. But I'm gonna need for you and your husband to find another storyline outside of Selena and the kids, because they making moves without y'all. That's just how I feel about the situation. Can't nobody change my mind. I think that So Gucci and JJ act like an old retired couple with nothing else to do. And they just sitting around gossiping about Selena and the girls. And it's like, put more energy into what you got going on your way. It is what it is, girl. Ain't no hate there. I wish you the best. Let's get back on Latrice. Latrice. Now, I will say that when I first started watching the show, I had to learn Latrice. I was skeptical. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, couldn't really figure her out. You feel me? So I wasn't team Latrice. And then when she pulled that move with So Gucci, I was like, oh no, that's wrong. You don't do your people like that. But as I started watching the show more, I kind of realized why she pulled out of the deal with So Gucci. I mean, that's pretty obvious. And another thing that I noticed is that Latrice, she just don't fit in with the other girls. And that's not a bad thing. Actually, I'm saying that as a compliment. Latrice is younger, so naturally she has a younger, funner vibe about her. She's more of a go-getter. She's more hungry to go out and get things and actually do them instead of just talking about them. She had that real bossy, that real bossy mentality. And that's why you see her hanging with the ladies from D.C., and the ladies from the other, I think it was another lady from the Detroit cast, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think she fits more in with those girls. I think that Latrice has a whole different vision for herself outside of what the Belle collective is bringing her. That's my honest opinion on that. And that's why when I said I couldn't quite figure her out, I think it's just because she just don't fit in with that crew. And that's not to shade the other crew, but she just don't fit in with them. That's just what it is. And I could see her possibly moving out of town when she leave that relationship alone. But y'all, that's some whole other tea. So I think that Tambra is the one that's pregnant. I know there was a lot of speculation about it being Latrice, and I kind of thought it was just because the outfit that they showed, it looked like something that her husband would wear. But I believe that Tambra is the one that's pregnant. I think that she's been preparing for this for a while, got some eggs frozen. You know, she seems happily in love, and she's really about family values. She's always talking about her mom and dad, you know, how their marriage is. So I think that's the page that Tambra is on. So I think that is her. We gonna see. I think that was really big of her to allow old girl Letitia to come on there, her radio show, to promote her brunch, considering how she backstabbed her. I don't know if it was for a storyline, but at this point, who cares? That was really big of you because she needed all the promo she can get. And Miss Marie, I don't have nothing to say about her besides she's boring. She gives bitter old lady, grumpy old lady, grumpy, grouchy, just mean-spirited. I don't like it. And that's no shade. You know, I'm not being ageism or whatever y'all call it, because it's a lot of lit older people. You feel me? She just not one of them. Every time she come around, she just bring this mean-spirited energy about her. I'm not feeling it. I don't like seeing people like her on camera, and I'm going to just keep it real with y'all. I don't have nothing to say. She just not my vibe. I would care not to see her next season, and that's what it is. Because it's like, what is your storyline? Really, what is her storyline? I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know, who do you think is pregnant? What do you think about the little clues that they was dropping? Who do you think that husband's shoe and that foot combination was? What do y'all think about that crazy brunch? Do you think that Latrice deserved all of the backlash that she received? Tell me what you think about everybody, y'all. I am open to y'all thoughts and opinions. Just keep it respectful. I'm open to hearing everything. I really love to hear from y'all. So please make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And I will be with y'all next time. Y'all probably gonna get some back-to-back bangers from me. Y'all gonna get some back-to-back videos because, like I said, my phone was broken. So I'm uploading a lot of content over these next few days. Some of it may be old news. Some of it may be new. I'm still trying to decide if I want to upload my commentary from that Alabama bra. Because I definitely got some footage ready for that. But I don't know if y'all want to talk about that. Comment down below and let me know if you want to talk about that as well. Until next time.